I was saying earlier, I was performing a lot of bilateral nasal specific technique treatments, and I was starting to be dissatisfied. Even though we had always claimed that we were making people symmetrical, one day it became very apparent to me that we weren't actually getting people symmetrical. One woman who had seen Dr. Stober and me for years for treatment of migraines was essentially addicted to treatment. And then one day, when I was working on her, she would drive 4 hours from Eastern Washington to see me. And she would see me every 3 weeks, because if she saw me for one treatment every 3 weeks, she didn't have to go to the emergency room for any pain meds. Whereas when she saw Dr. Stober, she had to see him every 2 weeks, because he came every 2 weeks, and you either maintained your appointment or you didn't have an appointment. And Dr. Stober's appointments for her were always on Sundays, and she had to miss, therefore, 25 days of church per year. Since it was only 52, that was too much for her. With me, she's able to come on Tuesdays, which was her other day off. She was a grocery checker. Anyway, one day I finished treating her, and I said, I'm all done. I'm off to another treatment room. I used to have a large clinic. And she said, I'm not going to leave. And I thought that was pretty funny. And she says, no, I'm serious. I can tell by the way I feel that you haven't done enough. I'm not going to get any relief. I'm going to be getting a Demerol shot within a few days. And I was going to get a behind schedule. I didn't know what else to do. So I decided, when I looked at her, she said she could feel the pain over here, and her face was indented more over there. And I decided I'll put a balloon up her left nostril and see if that helps a little bit. And I thought maybe I could get on with my day faster that way. So I inserted the balloon, I inflated it. Her head made a satisfying little pop or crack type sound. And she went, oh, that's better. And then she left. And I forgot all about it. I just went on with my days. 3 weeks later, it's Tuesday. And I come into the treatment room where she's waiting for me. And I said, go ahead, get on the table, we'll proceed. And she said, I don't really know if I should be here. I said, why is that? She goes, I've been feeling so good that I'm afraid to have you work on me again for fear that you'll make it worse again. And I said, I certainly wouldn't make it worse. We're going to proceed and do these treatments, and if you really didn't want to see me, you would have stayed 4 hours drive away. So we went ahead and proceeded with the normal, bilaterally symmetrical BNS treatment. And I finished, and she said, I knew it. I said, what do you mean? She goes, now I feel like I do every time you finish. I said, well, I just finished. And she said, yeah, but last time, do you remember what you did last time? And I said, no. She goes, well, you felt around on my head and did an extra balloon on the left side. And then I remembered I had. So then we started pushing on the sphenoid wings, because the bone in the center of your head is the sphenoid, and it goes from temple to temple, behind the eyes, behind the nose, and all the way in to the roof of your mouth.